Yo, what's going on, guys? Cool here. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new update I mean, not the brand new update. Well, yes, kind of yes, because this is a part of update 2. I just kind of wanted to talk about this character after update 2 releases. Because, he still keeps the same passives and everything from the original version, but this is now version 2 of Frosty because he's now ranged, but he still lost damage, which I'm a little confused about. Maybe they'll talk. I mean, no, he gained damage. My bad. He gained damage. Uh, but he does have the brand new skill, which is the hurl snowball attack, does AoE splash damage. He also has cast blizzard around the nearest enemy for 6 seconds, dealing more damage, 50% of damage, and also slowing the enemies and freezing them every 2 seconds. So he is CC. So in this case, we don't need characters like Scarecrow anymore and stuff like that if you have him, because there's no need to worry about the active skill. We do have the shield passive, gains equivalent to shield plus 400 plus 100% of the damage every 10 seconds is a passive skill. Absolutely insane. So we are going to try him out and everything like that. Sadly, I think did he lose level? No, he did not lose level. Okay, fantastic. I do want to make sure I do feed him a little bit. Let's get him to 30. I don't have him 60 yet because I kind of didn't understand how much it was going to really cost me to get to 60 on this, but it's okay. We're going to try him out on a challenge, or should we try? Yeah, I think we should try a challenge. As you can see, I am level 50, so I might try nightmare mode for a video. I don't know, because I've just been kind of chilling out. All right, so we do have 2 scan, but I kind of want to try Krampus's workshop because that's like the hardest one. Uh, sh- this one or this one? There's a Krampus one that gives. No, it's just both elite enemy increases. So I guess we'll do this one because this one gives more items, more blue sigils, green sigils, and red sigils. So we will try this out. I guess this one makes the most sense. Yeah, let's do it. So Krampus hard mode is pretty much like what is the end all be all for understanding the game. If you don't know, it has some of the hardest mobs to kill. It has some of the most annoying assassins in the game, and we're going to do this with only 20 characters. So we're going to try our best here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do the cricket method. My cricket is getting better. I found that him getting faster attack speed lowers his SPA like a lot, which is very, very useful. Lower SPA means that he's going to be popping his skills a lot faster, which is very, very nice. So we are going to go cricket method first, and then we're going to drop these brand new Frosties down and kind of see where they go with this. They do now do the brand new snowball attack, which is amazing. I do enjoy that. Let's go ahead and get more cricket down. Let's get one more Frosty. And let's go ahead and put down some fairies. Now, obviously, if you don't know the cricket method is getting cricket to start building shield early, getting him to level 5 as soon as possible. And he will start building lots and lots of shield. And with this brand new CC given by Frosty, it just makes him a much bigger threat on the field, especially because the Blizzard active skill can be spammed if we also use the fairies with the cricket method, because we won't lose any. We are losing a couple right now, but that's okay. We still got to upgrade Frosty just a little bit. His HP is not too much, but his damage is skyrocketing, which is kind of nice with the stars. Sadly, we are losing Frosties. It's going to be like that, obviously, in the beginning because Frosty's very squishy, and the assassins love to target Frosty first. But if we get those crickets to start putting down some shield, we'll be real good in a second. Let's go ahead and do some auto plays for a little bit. Let's get some more fairy levels down, and let's get Frosty to max. Now we have 5-star Frosty. 5-star Frosty with Ascended, by the way, does have a very small health pool still, but he does have he has a decent health pool and decent damage, but we're mostly using him for both the CC and the brand new passive that he does bring to the table, which is the, if you don't know, we just talked about it, but the brand new attack, which is Hurl a Giant Snowball, does AoE damage, very, very useful. As you can see, now we're kind of spamming Blizzard here, and we're getting work done. Now we're going to stop losing characters, hopefully, because now we kind of have like a bit of everything here. I don't know why the Frosties are getting a little closer than usual for their attacks and stuff like that. Maybe that's just a them thing, but as you can see, they're pretty much freezing these dudes down. and making sure that they do not lose. We do have the fairies being supportive right now. So, yeah, because look at the Frosties. Again, I don't know if this is a bug, but for a ranged character, it looks like they keep getting into melee range, which I don't appreciate. Or close to melee. Kind of like a Witch Doctor, if you don't know Witch Doctor. But they're getting too close for comfort. They're not doing ranged. Hopefully they kind of fix that, I hope, because this is just going to make us lose Frosties too fast. And it's going to start, like, you know, taking away our money. Luckily, the crickets are still using the cricket method, where we have some characters with 20,000, 40,000. And it only costs 5 slots with the brand new Frosty, so that's kind of an up too. 40,000, 20,000. They don't have like a lot of HP. I mean, a lot of stuff, but these dudes do lots of damage, like 5,000 a hit. It's pretty wacky. I think with more damage, we could definitely cook a bit more. I do miss the fact that pretty much he evened out in damage. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. See, if you don't know, Frosty actually did more damage with his little minions, because he actually spawned in minions too, which is very sad because I miss those minions. They do so much damage. Very useful. Hopefully they can fix that too. So far, Frosty just doesn't feel incredible. I mean, he's obviously doing very good on the charts right now. He's doing a lot of good damage. He's got that AoE, which allows him to do splash damage and really deal with these enemies much faster. But I feel like he's still missing that stopping power. I don't know. Maybe once we get into like kind of max level, we'll kind of see that stopping power a bit more. But from his low HP pool and everything like that, he's not really the craziest. We do have Ascended on him, obviously, so maybe a different type of trait would actually help with Frosty being better. But with the way that the enemies like to attack, they love to attack Frosty first. So that's a big problem. That is a big problem, because then we lose DPS pretty quickly. Hopefully, they won't overpower us kind of deeper in. We should have probably brought maybe another unit. This is where you would probably bring another damage unit than Frosty, just to make sure that we get more on the field. As you can see, there's a lot of enemies. I would even say maybe Scarecrow. Scarecrow Evo might be the touch that we need, because I don't think Freeze is going to cut it. I think we might need more than just Freeze, maybe one more version of CC, and I think Fear, and especially with Scarecrow, would probably be the best one to use in general. As you can see, we're going to start losing some characters right here, which is rather ridiculous, just because of the fact that the Frosties get too close first, and they get attacked first. And we start losing them over losing crickets. As you can see, some of these fairies and crickets have 90,000 defense right now. But what I do appreciate is that once Frosty does come back into the picture, he ends up doing a lot more work too. And he ends up still profiting off of the fairies, because the fairies still put in that work. The fairies giving us that little bit of bonus skills every single time is just such a nice touch. As you can see, the freezing, the AoE, the snowballs, we're doing really good. And we're on wave 20 right now. So these dudes are just all going to be elites doing a crap ton of damage, especially because this is a challenge. This is going to be a very hard challenge in general. As you can see, the AoE effects of Frosty is really helping us out here. But if they don't start getting more blizzards down, we might struggle just a little bit here. We'll see. Losing crickets is probably going to be like some of the worst thing to happen, because if we start losing crickets and we start losing fairies, then we don't get that bonus. We won't get our bonuses that we need. Of course, one more damage unit would probably do a lot better. Damage unit or another CC. I think Fear. Fear is definitely going to be up there. Maybe a tank. But the way that tanks kind of work right now is kind of a weird meta, because tanks are very selfish in the game. So actually just adding more ranged units that benefit from cricket will just keep this kind of going. As you can see, Frosty's just doing so much damage right now, which is just great. And it's because of that AoE attack and that blizzard. Of course, he does have Ascended, so that is kind of like a thing that is a little different, obviously. But these dudes are doing damage to me. Look at that, 8,000. So we do have Cricket kind of low-key tanking most of this stuff. You see this Cricket right here kind of like losing it. He does take some damage a little bit here and there, but he's still kind of kicking it. So we do have some fairies back here that are taking some hits. I don't know. I think that there's still enough CC and enough money for me to come back, still kind of using the units. And then you still have, like, the crickets are going to continuously kind of build up shield. All right. Honestly, yeah, one more CC unit. I've agreed upon trying to get maybe, I think Scarecrow. Either Scarecrow or Frankenstein. But I think Scarecrow might be it over Frankenstein. We are losing some fairies in this process right now just because obviously these dudes are doing 7,000, 8,000, 10,000 damage. It's crazy work. Some of these crickets come back and they come back swinging. So that is good. Cricket is not the damage dealer. Obviously, he is just a bonus character that's going to be putting down that shield, keeping our fairies alive so they can keep building their passive. That's the kicker. I think a lot of people miss out on this. But as long as these fairies are alive, they're going to continuously put down that circle that gives us energy. And that circle is going to keep our DPS pumping out their active skills like a freaking Pez dispenser. So that's what we want. We want this massive amount of just AoE burst and just, you know, let them eat, man. Let them cook. How they're going to deal with the boss is probably going to be the hardest part because I think this works great in a group setting, but I don't know if this is going to work in the regards of dealing with a boss. And we are also lagging just a little bit. It's probably because I still have Steam in the background right now. I'm just going to go ahead and touch upon that real quick. Go ahead and remove that for a second. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. And add task. Alright, we're cool. Now here, we are taking a hit. We are just losing dudes because there's so much. Oh, it's these dudes. They're just shooting all of our guys. This is not good. This is not good. Hang on, hang on, hang on. We need to start putting some Frosties back here instead. We're going to put some crickets over here too, and then fairies back here. Let them kind of do the damage a little bit. There we go, there we go. We're going to have to play a little more passively. Putting down cricket probably doesn't make too much sense. But those fairies still have so much shield. We should be fine. Let's put some more fairies down. They need to keep putting down that... There we go, there we go, there we go. We're doing fine, we're doing fine. There's some times where you just have to take off auto place and let them work. Right here, we're going to lose some Frosties again. I just got to start putting some back here. We'll lose a cricket or two. It's fine. Frosty's the main character we need to focus on, though. The more Frosties, the better. Keep them putting down that AoE freeze. As you can see, because of that, the fairies, they're kind of helping out right now. Let's get some more crickets down. We're losing some fairies. That's fine. All right, let's get some crickets down. All right. Those crickets are going to come back and just put shields on the Frosties the second they get in, so we can keep those Frosties alive. Sadly, we are just going to keep losing Frosty in the beginning just because of the fact that that's the way that their AI is kind of set up, is to get a little too close to the front, which I don't appreciate. Hopefully that gets fixed. That just hurts the meta just a little bit because it kind of forces you to get a tank. These assassins are being a real big pain in my butt right now. Hang on. Let's get these dudes down. Let's get these dudes down. Let's get crickets all up in here. And let's keep this AoE train going. Oh, we are losing them. We are losing them for sure. No, I think this might be it for us. I don't think we have enough defense. We could try right here. Try to put down some more crickets. But if they're going to keep getting one shot by these dudes who do 10k a pop, we might be cooked here. Oh, we're still able to do it, which is absolutely insane to me. All right. Yeah, we're going to lose right here, though. There's too many elites. Way too many elites doing 10,000 damage. Too fast. Way too much damage too fast. Even though the method is working fantastic, if you look at some of these guys, they are losing HP. They're getting chunked pretty hard. As you can see, this dude had 200,000. Now he's down to like 70,000. So they are getting chunked. It's just that I don't think we're going to have enough money to be able to make this work. No, we don't. The Frosties have to get too close in order to do damage, which is just killing them so quickly. I don't know why they're getting too close. Like I said, it's a bug, so we'll see what happens. All right, hopefully that kind of gets fixed, so we stop losing Frosty so quickly, and he kind of sticks with the group. Because as a ranged unit, he has to be in that ranged, like, put him where he's supposed to be, because that's the way it's supposed to be. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. I'm gonna put down some more ranged units on this team. I still have 3 whole slots to fill, and probably like Scarecrow or something fun like Mad Hatter, whatever I could get my hands on. But honestly, I'm probably the most unlucky guy, and the amount of resources I need to even play the game is just horrendous. Just because it's a lot, it's a lot of farming, and I don't mind the farming. I think I just mind the fact that it does cost quite a bit of time and effort to put into getting these evolutions and stuff like that. But, we'll see what happens next. Like I said, I think my next move is evolved Scarecrow, but the thing I don't like about him is that he goes from a support to an assassin, which just sucks. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy and peace.